Welcome, everybody, to the IRG training. We're excited to have you here. I'm Sierra Hunt, the Director of Sales, and this is Robin Boyd, the Manager of Product Sales. I'd like to go over the agenda for this training. Next slide. There we go. So tonight we're going to do a cookie program overview. We're going to talk about our product and the theme. We hope to prepare the Girl Scouts for success, talk about the different phases of the program, and then we're going to go over eBuddy and Digital Cookie as well. All right, so why participate in the cookie program? Well, the cookie program offers the girls this great experience in which they learn some goal setting, some decision making, how to manage their money, different people skills, they'll work with customers, in business ethics. These are the important dates coming up. So the cookie program runs from January 1st until March 17th. And you can see the different phases of our sale illustrated in this slide. So right now in December, we are in the training phase. And we'll show different versions of this slide as we go through the PowerPoint. This is our lineup for this year. These are our 9 flavors. All flavors this year in the 2024 season will be $6 a package. We did go up in price from $5 to $6. We are doing this in conjunction with all the other New England councils. So everybody is going to be at $6 this year. Our premium cookies, so our s'mores and our toffee-tastic will also be $6. In some of the surrounding councils, those cookies may be $7, but everyone agreed that $6 was the place to be. We did this because the price of the cookies has gone up for us, and we also wanted to offer some higher rewards for the cookie program. Next slide, please. So the theme this year is Own Your Magic, and the mascot, this is Lucy, the axolotl. And we're super excited that we have an axolotl. This is really like trending right now. I didn't really know what one was until this cookie season. And I work in the retail store, and we have some axolotl items in the store, and the girls absolutely love them. This is the mascot because the girls voted for the axolotl. So we're super excited about it. We encourage you to talk about it with your Girl Scout and get them excited as well. Next slide. Something else we wanted to touch on tonight was the cookie rallies. So we're offering 2 this year. This is the first in-person cookie rally that we've had in a number of years since before the pandemic. So we're offering 2 opportunities. The first one is Saturday, January 6th. In Colchester, Vermont, and then the second is Sunday, January 7th in Concord, New Hampshire. It's just $10 a girl. The girls will get a free green pom-pom hat that says Girl Scouts on the front. It's super cute. There'll be extras there if the adults want them too. But we really encourage you to come to the rallies and get excited for this cookie season. If you're unable to attend the cookie rally, we do have an opportunity for you to go on littlebrownie.com, and there are some different things you can download, some activities that you can do with your Girl Scout if you're unable to make it to a rally. Next slide, please. And I'm going to hand it over to Robin now.
Of course, every business needs materials, marketing materials, and some of the materials we're going to be sending you will be for you and your Girl Scout to share. There's a spiffy new family guide for you to read. Of course, the order card that girls will take their orders on, a little money envelope for her as well. Additionally, there is what we call goal getter sheets. Now, for the most part, the main order card does take the initial order. However, we may want to separate when you have additional orders after that initial order period. And again, we'll look at that calendar overview one more time just to be clear on the separation of the 2 phases of the sale. Additionally, you will be acting as a troop leader for your Girl Scout. You have your own troop per se. So you will also receive the troop materials, which consist of a double-sided large envelope. One side will have sort of a task list, if you will, before, during, and after the sale. And then the other side will have a great calendar. We'll have a brief calendar for you in this slideshow, but the big envelope will be a great resource for you. Just know that it is specific to troops, so there may be some reference to larger troops as opposed to you guiding your individual Girl Scout. Now, on that order card, we have rewards that will inspire Girl Scouts to participate. In the initial order period, that January 1st through 21st, there are rewards that a Girl Scout can earn for the number of packages sold during that period of time. The rest of the sale, it still will be cumulative, but these will be called final rewards, if you will, or throughout the full season. One thing that would not pertain to an individually registered girl would be a troop PGA reward. When Girl Scouts team in a troop and work with their troop mates, they are accomplishing a group goal, if you will, which doesn't quite resonate with an individually registered Girl Scout. She is setting her own goals and working toward her own goals. So these will be the rewards that would be pertinent to an individually registered girl, and so will all the rest of these. Additionally, on the back, if your Girl Scout reaches some of the higher levels of Girl Scout sales, these would be some choices for her to make. At the 1,000 package level, she can choose a week of camp or a get a shoe, give a shoe reward, which is really cool. Let me explain. She herself can design her own Converse sneakers, and how cool is that? She can rock those sneakers. What will also happen, though, she will get a pair, but we, on her behalf, will give a shoe to a girl in a nation that is impoverished and is susceptible to diseases, especially those soil-borne diseases, which would prohibit some children from going to school or staying healthy. These shoes are through a partnership that GSUSA has with a company, or an organization, I should say, called Because International. And what this shoe does is it grows with the child that wears it. It will start out smaller and it kind of unbuckles and unrolls here and will actually grow up to 5 sizes. So we are giving a shoe to a child in need, and then your Girl Scout will have her very own custom Converse sneakers. If your Girl Scout reaches 2024 packages, there's either a tech package to choose from or 2 weeks at one of our Girl Scout Green and White Mountain resident camps. And then, of course, the super seller level of 5,000 or over would be a trip, usually a destination. I know Sarah will talk a little bit more about trips later on in the program. Talking about proceeds, when an individually registered Girl Scout participates independently, you actually are unified with a group of other individually registered Girl Scouts, which constitutes a group or troop, if you will. Now, those troop proceeds are shared among all the IRG Girl Scouts, just as all other troops do. When you're in a standard troop or a traditional troop, if you will, those troop proceeds enable all Girl Scouts within that troop to participate in given events. When an IRG Girl Scout wishes to participate in a council program, you can request funds from the Treasury just as if it were a standard troop to help with those program fees for the events and Girl Scout programs they would like to participate in. If you're working on a badge or a journey or want to go to one of the events that are on our Girl Scout Green and White Mountain calendars, you can simply go to this JOT form, submit a request, and it will be assessed, and we can assist you with those program fees. So your Girl Scout still is earning troop proceeds. Now, program credits are something that are a little bit different. What they are credits specific to a Girl Scout versus the troop proceeds, which support all the Girl Scouts in that particular group. This year, program credits are bundled with each of the rewards. So at the 285 level, a t-shirt will also come with $40 program credits. And as the Girl Scout sells more, each of these rewards have more program credits, which are cumulative all the way up to this 850 package level. So these do add up and will certainly help a Girl Scout with her individual goals. One of the other new additions to the program lineup at the 200 level, I'm not sure if I pointed it out when I had the order card up, the membership is built into our reward lineup. So for 2025, you can opt for membership, or if you'd like, the Girl Scout may opt for additional program credits, and that would be $25 more in program credits. So it would be 25 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 75. You can see how that adds up, and lots of exciting things can happen with those program credits. Sarah, talk to us a little bit about what IRG parents are going to see in eBuddy.
Yeah, absolutely. So as an IRG parent, you are, for all intents and purposes, you are the leader of your Girl Scout through the cookie program this year. So on December 16th, you're going to get an email and you'll be able to log in. You'll just click on it and enter your password or change my password if you need to update that. And please, please, please check your spam folder. This happens to us all the time if you don't see the email right away. And if it's not in your regular email and not in your spam, then please just call customer care and we will help you get into eBuddy so you can move forward. All right. The next thing, just is a little like overview of what you're going to see when you log into eBuddy. So we wanted to highlight some of the tabs across the top. And as you click them, you'll see different screens. So the tabs that you'll be using the most are the Girl tab, and that's going to show you your Girl Scout. And if you have more than one child in the program, you'll see both of them there if you are there. IRG parent leader. The initial order button, you'll use that when you submit their first order of Girl Scout cookies, and then you'll use the girl order button. You'll use some other buttons too, but these are really like the main ones that you're going to go into, especially at the start of the program. Next slide, please. All right, so logging into Digital Cookie to start the season. Again, you can expect to see that email on December 16th with a unique link. And you'll click to register, you'll create a password, retype it, and submit it. And then this is the site for your login as well. And if you need help to log in, you can certainly, click that and get help that way. And again, I really just encourage people to call customer care if you have any blips in anything. Our team is amazing and helping get people to where they need to go in Digital Cookie and eBuddy. We want you to sell cookies and we want this to be easy for you. So please reach out to us. All right. So participating through Digital Cookie. So a couple things you need to know. You don't need to set up a troop link because you're not like a whole troop of girls, even though in eBuddy you are a troop of parent and Girl Scout. So when you use Digital Cookie, you just need to sell the cookies under the girl. So don't worry about setting up a troop link. There's some fun things you can do. You can send your girl a cheer through the Digital Cookie. Just hit that button and you can put in a little message and a hey, great job is always fun. Your Girl Scout will have girl delivery orders that need approval. And one of these screens will show you if you have them, how many, etc. So when someone orders cookies from your Girl Scout, it's not automatic if it's girl delivery. You have to go in and approve it. And that's so if someone who lives 5 hours away orders cookies from your Girl Scout, you can make a decision on, well, we're not going to deliver that. We're going to decline that one, and hopefully they'll order again and pay for shipping. Um, and then the date for the troop rewards, you will not need to edit the date. We set the date for when the reward choices are due. Next slide, please. All right. The IRG parents and Girl Scouts will enter their own initial order in digital cookies. So this is exciting. This is something new for us this year. So you'll just go in, you'll add up your girls' cookie sales by flavor, and then enter everything right on the screen. You do not need to enter any of the online cookies that are ordered. Those are automatically added in for you in the initial order period. And any cookies that are shipped as well, those are automatic. So only cookies that you've taken a handwritten order for on an order card. And as soon as you submit it, you'll see it in eBuddy. Well, there might be like a 5-second delay, but you'll see it pretty quickly. Robin, I'm going to pass it back to you.
Now, in eBuddy, interestingly, because you do have a very unique and special circumstance here, I think it would be cool for you to be doing that process that Sarah just shared with you with your Girl Scout for her to understand how to place her order. Now you just move from the parent role to the leader role when you go into eBuddy. Once that is submitted from the digital cookie order area, it's going to show up here, and there's going to be a little red flag. Of course, you're not going to have all these girls. You'll have your one daughter, or if you have multiple daughters, your daughters will be listed here. This column here is going to indicate that there's some attention needed to each of the orders. What this means is it's going to ask you to click on the girl's name, and it wants you to confirm that you as a leader have received this order and you're going to get ready to save it and submit it. As a parent, what you submitted through digital cookie will always be here in gray. After you've submitted it in digital cookie, you as a parent wouldn't be able to edit anymore. Leaders then have the opportunity to edit it right until the order is due. So if you've submitted and all of a sudden grandma says, oh my goodness, I need 2 more cases of Thin Mints, you can come in here. Know that originally you added 24. You're going to want to add another 24, and you can change this field to 48. You can save it as many times as you need to. And then once all Girl Scouts have been saved, if you will, that sounded funny, you're ready to submit. Your initial order is going to be right up here. One thing that we did want to point out to you, though, is if in fact you would want to consider ordering some booth cookies in your initial order. Now let's explain a little bit what that means. So the bottom of the initial order screen has a row called booth. If you were participating last year, you may have ordered here, and that would be what these numbers are. Anything that's ordered in the initial order for booth would not be returnable. These would be extra cookies above and beyond what your Girl Scout has sold. But perhaps you know she wants to do a booth sale, or you know she's going to want to go to a workplace and present her order card or explain to somebody that she has a goal and what she wants to achieve through her cookie sale. By having these extra cookies on hand that will come on delivery day, you don't have to go to the cupboard. You'll have them right handy with you. You will also have a little perk because anyone ordering booth cookies will have one extra opportunity for booths before all the rest of the booths open up. So the very first weekend, February 10th and 11th, you would be able to have a local booth sale with your Girl Scout. Again, you would be modest by purchase or by ordering these booth cookies, because remember, these cannot be returned. They would be yours throughout the whole season. However, you've got all the way through March 17th that you'd be able to sell these packages of cookies. So your daughter would, I should say. So consider that. If you want, you do not have to order anything in this booth line. You certainly can just order what your Girl Scout has sold. Also note that when you place the order, it's going to be rounded up to full cases. And those roundups, if you will, would be, in other words, in this first column, the actual order was 11, but you have to order a full case. That means you have one surplus of this particular package. You have 10 surplus of this. So this particular Girl Scout will have 58 packages of extra cookies on hand. So that will also, give you a little consideration for what you might or might not want to order in this booth line. These are yours as well. And these will, again, you have until March 17th to be able to sell those packages. We just finished the initial order. So now the sale continues. Digital cookie remains open. And now we are here in the additional order period, January 22nd through March 17th. Those initial orders are going to come right around the first week of February. We'll be in touch with you to connect you with your particular service unit or where your cookies will come. It will be up to you to pick up your Girl Scouts initial order. Remember, I mentioned those early booths. If you had decided to order those extra packages of cookies in the initial order, this is the window of time for you. This is your opportunity to have those early booths. And cupboards open, and the rest of the booth season starts February 16th through March 17th. We do have what we call an ACH suite, but with individually registered Girl Scouts, we are just asking for payment as opposed to a suite. Those dates are February 23rd, March 8th, and March 22nd. And those would be the due dates for the cookies that you have in hand to date. Now let's talk a little bit about that girl order tab. Remember, Sarah said that the initial order all takes place on this tab. From here on in, everything takes place in the girl order tab. Now, what you're going to do is when you had those surplus cookies that we talked about, those are going to land right here in this difference row. Difference is going to mean your surplus or your unsold inventory. As Girl Scouts sell, their tally of packages sold tally under this total, and this would end up meaning what this girl will earn in rewards and program credits. So it's very important to keep this total column current. Even though it's your daughter and we know that the difference row would be your responsibility, eBuddy doesn't know that. eBuddy will only be saying, Alexa sold whatever that number is right here, and that's what it's basing the rewards and program credits on. So it's very important that you still maintain adding packages to your Girl Scouts account right here so that her program credits and rewards will be accurate. When you want to apply packages to your Girl Scout, you'll click her name and this screen will show up here. Anything that's taken place to date will all be sort of summarized for you right here. If you needed to check what some of those girl delivered orders that we'll talk about in a minute, this is a filter right here that you can pull down and it will isolate only certain parts of what your Girl Scout has sold. We can talk about that another time. For now, you're going to add some packages to your Girl Scout. You click plus order, and this screen will come up with the fields next to each flavor. You can add in packages, however many packages you're applying to her. You do have the capacity to keep track of payments. This is for your own record. You can just keep track of it here. It's for your own benefit. It does not relate to anything that we see on your sales report. And then you're going to click Save. And what will happen is that all of these, of course, this isn't filled out, but it will, as you can see, it will tally here as you've added packages. If you need to add packages, let's say she does have orders that were online. I'm looking at this negative number, and this is telling me that there were payments made online, but she hasn't been given the packages yet. We'll talk about girl delivery here. You can only apply as much as what you have in your difference row. If you need more cookies to fill this order, you would need to go to a cupboard, and Sarah's going to talk about that in just a bit. Girl delivery means that a girl can share her digital cookie, her online page, with customers near and far. Maybe they are down the street, maybe they live in Montana. The ones that are close by or that you know you're going to see are probably going to order and want to pay by credit card. It's the easiest way for customers to purchase Girl Scout cookies. You as a parent are able to decide whether or not you approve or decline a particular order from a customer asking for girl delivery, meaning they're paying for it online, but they want your Girl Scout to deliver it in person. If this occurs in the initial order, these will all automatically come on delivery day. If it's after that initial phase, though, when we're working on that girl order tab, those will need to come from whatever you have in that surplus or that difference row, or you may need to order more from a cookie cupboard. Again, the parent always has the ability to either approve or decline. You have 5 days. Once a day, you'll get a digest if there was a digest email. You're not going to get them like every time somebody orders, but once a day, you'll get a little summary in an email that's going to say you have 3 girl delivery orders pending. That means you need to come into Digital Cookie and either approve or decline them. Sarah, let's talk about that difference row.
Yeah, I think it's really important to understand that the difference row is kind of a good way for you to check and balance yourself. Even though all these cookies are in your home and you're responsible for selling them, you don't want to just put them up into the top row at her name as already being sold. So this is a good way for you to log into eBuddy and say, okay, we still have I think this slide's showing 148 packages to sell. So, if maybe you have some relatives that are going to order some cookies, so when they purchase them and you take payment, then you would move those like 30 packages up underneath her. And then you would say, okay, I can still see that we have 118 left. Maybe we should book a booth. And that kind of thing. But it's always going to show what you have not sold in the negative number. So I really encourage you to use that as sort of like a self check and balance so that you can always see this is how many I have to sell. And also, to just verify, okay, let me take a physical count and make sure that number matches what I have. All right, if you need more cookies, you are going to travel to a cupboard and pick them up. So how you obtain them is you go into eBuddy and order them. You do a transaction and you order them from a cupboard. We're going to show you a little map of where the cupboards are, and we are looking at perhaps adding some more. You need to place the order from the cupboard by by end of business on Monday, or is it noon on Monday?
It should be noon, actually.
Yeah, noon. So it's it's actually okay to order them before that. If you know on Friday that you need to pick up the what you need to pick up the following Friday, please, order as early as you can. It helps us better serve you if we know as far in advance as possible what your needs are. As far as what should you order for a booth, as you're signing up to do booths, we can help you with those numbers as well. And then you pick your cookies up on a Friday. You have your booth sale Saturday or Sunday. And then on Monday, if you have leftover cookies, you can return up to 25% of what you took out. It has to be in full unopened cases, though. So if you have 7 packages of lemon left, you can't return them unless it's a full case. But again, up to 25%, which is handy if there's bad weather, etc. Next slide, please. All right, so cupboard transactions. So this is where you would order them. So cupboard orders are in full cases. You will be responsible for the case surplus. Cupboard orders must be made no later than Monday prior to the Friday you're picking up. And again, you can return up to 25% of that in unopened full cases. So at this one, you are going to select which cupboard you want to go to. And again, we're going to show you a map so you have a really good idea of where they are. You're going to select the cupboard and you're going to select how many cases that you want in this order, and then you're going to save it. If you need to make a last minute change, please call customer care. And if we can make that change, we'll help you do that. So this is a map of where all of our cookie cupboards are at the present time. We are hoping to add a couple more, but this is where they are right now. And some of these cupboards have been operating for a really, really long time. You'll meet some great volunteers and staff people at these locations, and they really love helping people with the cookie program. All of these locations are council booth partners. There are different kinds of cookie booths you can do. You can go into eBuddy and select one that the council has set up for you. And the council sets up all Walmart booths, Joann's, Simon Malls, Tractor Supply, and GNC. So these are places where you would not go in and ask for time at their store. You have to sign up through us. There are different, and then there are local booths. If you're interested in going to someplace else to have a cookie booth, we can help you do that as well. How you would sign up for the booth is you go into eBuddy and you select the one that you're interested in. We open up the council booths on January 12th, and you're able to pick one council booth. And every Friday after that for 3 weeks, you can select one. On the 3rd week, they all open up and you can select as many as possible. But we do this so that we can try to make it fair for everybody and so that everybody gets a booth in what they would consider a busy location. As far as local booths, you can do as many of those, and you just go into eBuddy after you have permission to be in that location. You click add a booth. It's going to ask you the name of the business, the address. You have to fill in all of those details and save it. And when the booth is approved by one of us, you'll get an email saying it was approved. All right, so we had just finished talking about council booth signups, and then we're going to talk about local booth signups. So as an IRG and parent of that IRG, you are considered an IRG troop, and you can request to hold a local cookie booth. And how you would do that is you would click the add and edit button, and you would put in all the information about the booth. So the name of the business, the address, the time, really important information, because some magic thing happens once that booth is approved. It shows up in the cookie locator so that customers can find you. Um, it doesn't take long for us to approve it, so you're welcome to do as many local booths as long as you have permission to be there, and we will help you um, be on your way for that. Absolutely.
One of the things in eBuddy that you will have access to as a leader, if you will, because you are the leader of your daughter's troop, will be the sales report. You're going to click on in the navigation bar for sales report. Now, eBuddy is structured for troops, so there may be a little information on here that isn't quite pertinent to an individual, but we'll show you how to navigate it. Everything on the left of the sales report is going to indicate all of the packages that are credited to your Girl Scout in total. Now, that could be something that you physically got, or it could be something that was ordered online. This tally right here is going to be the gross sales, if you will. So this will be this number times $6. And then our balance due is going to be this number as well for you, because we want to we want to point this area out to you. This would be what you're going to turn into council. What would be on the right-hand side would be everything that you have submitted as far as payments or anything that was paid online. So all of those payments will be credited to you. We'll take into consideration. So what you're going to want to pay is this total amount right here, this top total troop sales. There will be 3 payments, February 23rd, March 8th, and March 22nd. So whatever this total is at that point in time in the sale would be what would be due for you. What we will do is you can pay for them through your digital cookie account. You can pay through that. You will be able to pay by check at the council office. That would be fine as well. Now, we will be able to give you more cookies if you're continuing the sale, especially if you're going to have a booth sale. But whatever is due would have been due prior to that would need to be paid first before we would issue more cookies to you. And again, this troop proceed would be your collective troop, if you will. So not just your Girl Scout, but this is for all IRGs, because you function as a group or troop all together. So if you were needing to utilize troop funds for, say, a program that your Girl Scout is participating in, you would apply. And earlier in the presentation, you'll see how to get those, how to apply for those proceeds. And you would say, I want to attend the unicorn or the pizza party or whatever it is that we're holding as a program, and we can help you with the fees for whatever that program would be. And that would be this collective troop proceeds for all IRGs to benefit from. In eBuddy, and you as a leader will have access to eBuddy not only on the computer, but on your phone. There's a free app to download, and all of eBuddy that happens on a computer can happen right at your fingertips. So if in fact you are a techie and appreciate having things right on your phone, it's very intuitive, very user-friendly, and you can manage your Girl Scout sale right here. Digital Cookie is the platform for Girl Scouts to conduct their sale and accept payments for their sales. It is not a mobile version of the entire software, so you will still need to access Digital Cookie through her through a computer to be able to manage her Digital Cookie sale. This is more of a girl platform. What you can also do in Digital Cookie is accept credit card transactions. So as your Girl Scout is either delivering or conducting a booth sale, and you have a customer who would like to use their credit card, you can use the scan card feature. It opens up a viewer. It is not a camera. It is just a viewer. And you can capture the customer's credit card. And then there's just a little extra detail to be added here. And then you place the order. And that's a super way for Girl Scouts to be able to conduct their sale. And Sarah, I kind of took that on. I want you to talk about how you've utilized this and how easy it is.
So I think it's really important to use this feature because it's less money you have to handle. So the more that you can take a credit card payment with, that money comes directly to us. So that's less money you have to have lying around and figure out, okay, I need to bring this to council or write a check for it. So we super encourage people to take payment via credit card. We utilize this at cookie booths, definitely. Not everybody carries cash anymore. In fact, so few people carry cash anymore. So it really does benefit you to use the digital cookie app to take a credit card payment. Um, and we ask that you don't use Venmo, and we do know that Square has been something that troops have done in the past, but you pay a fee and there's no fee when you use this app. So we really, really strongly encourage the use of this app. I mean, and it does help when you can scan the card and the number goes right in there. And I'm officially the worst person at typing things in. So I really appreciate that. I have fat fingeritis and have big problems putting things in like that. So yeah, really helpful. You'll see a huge increase in your sales at Cookie Boots if you use this. And you can also, again, use this feature to make your payments for to the council as well instead of coming to the council. So dual purpose. And we do have a lot of resources for you. If you go right to our website, go to the For Cookie Sellers button. Yeah, click cookies, For Cookie Sellers. There's lots of things in there. There's some tips for success, resources, rewards, badge information on the badges and pins you can earn with your Girl Scout. So lots of information there, and we're always here to help as well. Again, if you go to littlebrownie.com as well, they have some really, really fun digital marketing and print materials. And there's a link on our website to these items as well. So please utilize these things. They're fun. They'll help you move forward in the sale. They'll get your girl excited. The bright colors are amazing. So definitely encourage you to check out our website and the littlebrownie.com as well. Robin, do you want to talk about the calendar?
Yeah, this particular slide is just an overview, just kind of some tips as each month goes along, what some of the key highlights are in each month. When you receive the materials, you're going to get a large envelope, and that's going to have a much more detailed calendar on it for you. But this slide, especially when you get we'll definitely send you the recording or a PDF of some of the slides. You can capture this because these are key highlights that you may want to mark on your calendar. Additionally, we have drop-ins. What a drop-in is an informal kind of almost like what we've got right tonight,
Yep.
a drop in, but it's all about your questions. So if you're not sure about something, if you have a question, if somebody asked you something and you didn't know the answer at maybe at a booth sale, or you're not sure how to find something in eBuddy or what you should be doing, we are here not only at customer care at girlscoutsgwm.org, not only at our 800, I was just going to rattle off the phone at 474-9686, but we are also at these drop-ins. Come and ask us a question. You can hang out for the hour. We are live and in person. Any question you want, or you can just ask the question and get on with your evening if you didn't want to hang out. So we will be there on these dates. These you register for on our calendar, events calendar on our council website. Come any and all. We would love to hear from you. Sarah, this whole program has created some amazing experiences for Girl Scouts. I just advanced that. Talk about some of these incredible outcomes, because that's what it's all about, the girls.
It really is. So troops have been able to do and have been for years and years doing amazing things on Girl Scout cookies. So I'm in one of these pictures with my youngest kiddo, and we went to Hawaii in 2022 on April school vacation and did an entire week in Hawaii on Girl Scout cookies. Was amazing. We've traveled to Savannah, Georgia twice on Girl Scout cookies. We did a weekend at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania on Girl Scout cookies. We've been to London on Girl Scout cookies, and we are looking forward to our next adventure on Girl Scout cookies. So there are really amazing things you can do. Obviously, there's a troop here that went to Disney. I think there's one of these troops is in New York, and I think um, the one walking across the felled tree in the water, I think that is the Galapagos. So pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Can do a lot on the cookie program.
It is amazing indeed. We know you're going to have lots of questions, and we're here to help at any time. You can reach us at customer care at girlscoutsgwm.org. You can give us a call, and here's the correct phone number if I didn't say it correctly before, 888-474-9686. And of course, don't forget those drop-ins at any time on those dates that we shared before. We look forward to helping you and your Girl Scout have an incredible sale. Thanks for being with us, and we look forward to chatting with you in the future weeks to come.